Mima Obibia Akwaba Eba Juicy News. Hot news all time, latest and hot news. And I'm a day Bremo. NDC for one lawyers no one petition IGP and the CID say investigate Bryan Acheampong na prosecute no. Na answer na yebeko and some women yana. Message say who subscribe to the channel na. Message say over subscribe. We click the subscribe button. Say the HL screen so na wa belly notification. We understand video for be upload no. Also once ebe can be. Afi we are now like video no my thumbs up na afi wa share ama ofoforo so enya bi ahwe afi yemko enseminimu Bryan Acheampong yenyina anim Easter wane kopie wo kwawu na wane helpful kwahye so na ho na Bryan Acheampong nya kwanya gina platform so ka se enya de wane be hand over ama NDC na ebisi da na NDC party no ebegu na sansem na ode tudwa no anya NDC fo bebrede na wode bofu dodo na kasati ano se ese IGP che no dodo na de nsem bebre na tudwa na no na wane lawyers no wana tro petition wane this petition bi akoma CID wane di bi so ama IGP na penia wada wane lawyers na no on director of legal affairs friend no Abraham Amaliba on ne di wane nim one the petition ekodan CID ni IGP se Bryan Acheampong se mokan no na say MP before trimupo wanabo say abato ebeko so no 2024 no na say wana wini a kwan bia wana be fa so no enya de a wana be hand over eno so betime ma oye ne esi omemu ana basabasa betime de basabasa ba na yehwe Bryan Acheampong de si wo aya so Westford Godankofo bi kwa hihye ntade te say national security ekodi samone wo ho ebu amanfo prepare omo ne ade CID for the IGP one hwɛ saa asɛm si no na one che Bryan Acheampong na one ne mfa mrakwan so na yintie ensɛm no details a ɛkɔ so NDC for the one petition na kɔ yintie details of the story.
The Opposition National Democratic Congress were at the police headquarters to present a petition to the Inspector General of Police over the Greek Minister and a Betifi Member of Parliament, Bryan Acheampong, who will not hand over power comments. Now, although the team was successful at presenting the petition, they are accusing the Inspector General of Police of evading their petition. My colleague Noble Kwaku Annan has the rest of the story.
Call it political communication gone sour, or a case of unbridled enthusiasm at a political rally. The Director of Legal of the NDC, Aremeyaw, together with some other lawyers, have presented a petition to the CID boss, Madam Faustina Jewa Kojo Ando, demanding the arrest of Food and Agriculture Minister Bryan Acheampong.
His comments on that day border on one, national security, and two, an affront to the Constitution. And as lawyers, we think that the police administration must be interested in this matter. The CID boss indicated to us his appreciation of what we have done, and she was of the view that she would take the necessary steps, having received the petition.
The presentation of the petition to the CID was uneventful, but then a copy had to be presented to the Inspector General of Police. The NDC puts it, the IGP evaded receiving the petition.
We actually saw him standing at the car park with some officers. We couldn't go to him directly. We had to go through the reception. And so when we got to the reception, we were told to come to the outer reception, which we did. Now, at the outer reception, we were told that the IGP wasn't there. It's a clear indication of an IGP who was clearly evading our document.
According to them, they are confident of a swift investigation and handling of the matter based on a precedent.
The police administration, not long ago, gave a clear indication that they were not going to tolerate such comments, particularly when the youth organizer of Swami, the NDC youth organizer, was arrested. What we are doing is not derogating from that. What we are doing is furthering what the police has already started doing. And so we are confident.
The Director of Legal of the NDC says he will provide the police with some reasonable timelines to work on the matter, fellow of which the NDC will be compelled to take other steps to getting this issue resolved?
There's always the reasonable time period. We are not about to tell the police how to do their work. So we'll give them a certain reasonable time. Failure to act on it, we will now take the next step. Let everybody know in this country that the police administration is beginning to be choosy and the police administration is beginning to be biased.
You are watching
Well, according to the NDC, they will
Hot
see
news
this
all time.
matter to its logical conclusion. From the CID headquarters, Noble Kwaku Annan.
Now, if you call yourself an honorable person, then you need to act as one. These are the words of the chairman of the Peace Council, Reverend Dr. Ernest Edujemfi, in his reaction to comments by Agricultural Minister and a Betifi Member of Parliament, Bryan Acheampong, that the ruling New Patriotic Party will not hand over power to the opposition National Democratic Congress. The council is to summon all players in the political space by the end of the month on an intemperate language guideline.
The comments by the Agric Minister and a Betifi Member of Parliament, Bryan Acheampong, has been met with varied views in the last few days. Many have condemned his comment, which they say has the tendency to fester chaos as the country prepares for the 2024 polls. According to the Peace Council, such utterances should be avoided.
And it's not helping us. You know, sometimes some of these things come as a reaction to what some other people have said. But because it's current, you are likely to forget the others. But for the Peace Council, we are compiling all of those. And we want to place it before all of them. That, look, these are the things you guys are saying. We all sat here and agreed that we need to be careful. And if all of us have agreed on those things, we expect all players to be mindful of what we have said and abide by those things so that we don't go out making statements that incite the public against the country. For as far as my capacity is concerned, if I call myself an honorable person, then I need to be careful with what I say and how I say it.
Reverend Edujemfi says the council has introduced a guideline for the use of intemperate language among political parties for proper dialogue.
We launched the guide on intemperate language, hoping that it will guide us not only in terms of political space, but also even in the media, how people speak and what they say and how they say it. Subsequently, we've seen and had various footages of statements made by political actors from all the political divide, which is not in the best interest of the country.
You are watching
And
Juicy
so
News on YouTube.
We
Hot
want
news
to
all
use the
time.
opportunity we have now to appeal to them that just as we had a discussion here, we expect them to abide by the decisions we took.
He is of the view mediation is key in resolving such issues.
Ours is mediation, and so we do that as much as possible. We bring them, and we think that when you appeal to the conscience of people, it makes much more sense. For instance, right now everybody is expecting you go have to condemn this. Condemnation doesn't solve the problem, but we appeal to the conscience of people. Is it right in your capacity as a gentleman to make this or that statement?
The council will, by the end of this month, meet with all parties.
Yo, iti for winning in some way, NDC for one lawyers, when it just say Bryan Acheampong, when the petition up and down CID, IGP say Bryan Acheampong, no one and one prosecuting. Now, one of the assembly with the two guarding enough for Bryan Acheampong, some of Kokai say, and Yadia won't be handled by and say MPP4 would Timopobi nature say 2024 election on your 12 banners when I win here. When Bema Uyeni Basabasa BC or Maimu. Now, one cite example where I also was spoken, the course of Bryan Acheampong, Emma amount for tax call could do some money, bro amount for pre-bimuni a day. One to say IGP and for Bryan Acheampong and Famra Quanso. Mikao says, so we now subscribe to the channel now. Mercer say, obey subscribe, or click a subscribe button and say the HL will screen so. Now, I like a video na my Nafi was share ama offer so in your B after. Also, bet me actually what doing for IS and some in our home. I will comment boxing. Mobate Mikamium in my next video.
Thanks for watching. Like and share the video. You can also drop your comment. Please don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell to turn on the notification.